Pressure situation there from Morris Elite, trying to force things through to Orozco, but that one is cut off, and Cedar Stars plays it into the midfield. Referee dodges out of the way nicely there. Good fancy bit of footwork. Cedar Stars plays it forward. This is the number 11 of Rania Sanhaji. Playing it forward now, the number 10 of Gabrielle Kaluch, but she turns it over. Morris Elite gets it back on the right-hand side. Playing it forward there was Manning, looking for Orozco, but nothing there.
We're seeing a lot of action pretty early from Claire Manning here at this game.
Seeing a lot of pressing from both teams once the other squad gets into possession. But Morris Elite coming forward here. This is Perez. Lays it out to the wing. That's going to be a little bit too far for Maria Garcia to get to, and it'll be a Cedar Stars throw-in. Cedar Stars, again, this is their first match of the year.
And they are going in style.
The classic lime green and black, that is Cedar Stars colors for all of their teams, all of their academies in Staten Island and New York and New Jersey, all over the state. As here they come down the left-hand side. Krakauer.
They're going to the races, aren't they?
Krakauer cuts inside, laces a shot back, gets blocked, deflected, ends up on the boot, and nice save there by Joella Chase.
Nice offensive play by Cedar Stars, I might say.
And nice job there by Chase. That initial shot deflected wide, but a good save by Chase, who had to make a save at point-blank range, but a first corner for Cedar Stars. As they go again with the number 4 of Madison Krakauer, is going to be on this left-hand side, it appears. Corner whipped in swinger. Gets through just about everybody, maybe a slight touch on it, but instead getting there is Gabrielle Kaluch. And that one, though, out of play, and a throw-in, though, for Cedar Stars. Kaluch from Freehold Township, playing out of CSA Monmouth. Still has not made a full commitment yet, though, to college, given that number 10 shirt. It's going to be a long throw, it appears, for Cedar Stars. Here's Kaluch, top of the 18. She's swarmed by 3 or 4 Morris Elite players. Tried to turn it over, but instead turned back over. Leah Tarzi. Cross sent into the box, defended away nicely there by Ridgway. Morris Elite tries to play it forward here, and they do through Lauren Wrigley. Lauren Wrigley, a 4-on-2 situation developing, goes wide. This is Gallagher, offside, says the referee, and that one stops in its tracks. Better move there, but it's maybe a touch too late from Lauren Wrigley. The Tar Heel from Newton, New Jersey, went to Kittatinny Regional High School up in Sussex County. Made 18 appearances, 13 starts as just a freshman with UNC, and with the pedigree of that college program, that is a tough starting 11 to break into, especially as a freshman, but she's done it.
You could say that again. The ACC is a very tough conference, and by the style of play that she's showing here in these early few minutes, you can definitely tell she's a caliber player.
You would know, being from Boston College. This one is passed up. Orozco, nice nutmeg there, but Lauren Bruno will be the first on it. Bruno will play it out to the outside. Cedar Stars trying to slow down possession a little bit. Margot Ridgway gives it across to Bruno. Out to the outside, this is Kelly Deignan. Intercepted nicely, though, by Claire Manning, as this one will go back to the keeper, Emma Hunsinger. Been untested so far, a couple of pass backs, but nothing really to shake her at all in net. As here comes Cedar Stars, and that one, though, does go out of play, and it'll be a throw into Morris Elite.
Talking about Morris Elite, we can see the leadership style of Orozco taking place. The Clifton High School ball player coming out from LIU, directing this team in the early minutes.
Yeah, and you can see that she has that willingness to kind of part of that game plan. That single striker, it's almost more important coming back toward the ball than just going forward. Being there to receive the pass and let your teammates get involved, as Morris Elite will get a free kick here. Still in the middle third of the pitch. One sent into the box. Bounces around, but headed clear nicely there by Ridgway. Cedar Stars trying to break the other direction. And laying it across there was Krakauer. And a foul there committed by the 22 of Courtney Root. Leah Tarzi from Bucknell drawing that foul. Going into her junior season next year, made 17 appearances, 10 starts for the Bison. Came out of Midford, New Jersey, played at the Hun School, one of the more prestigious high schools in the state. The free kick sent in by Bruno. Going to bounce around and almost got through there. A little bit of a bouncing ball in the box, but nicely taken care of by the Morris Elite defense. As that one hits the official, and that will have to blow it dead as that caused a change in possession.
Let's make sure the ref didn't take too hard of a blow there.
It's never fun being a ref. No matter what you say, someone's going to say that you're wrong. And every once in a while, well, you are part of the field of play, and those things happen. At least, though, it was to the shins and not to the face. That is never fun.
Oh, that is not a fun sight to see.
And going forward now is Lauren Bruno. She collects for Cedar Stars, the Monmouth Hawk. Going into her junior season. Plays it forward to Krakauer. Now lays it into the middle. This is Senhaji. Senhaji tries to slide it through. Nice little pass there, but was intercepted well.
Possession retaken by Morris Lee. Oh, and taken back by Cedar Stars.
Deegan in there. Nice anticipation as she'll get it here on the wing. Lays it back inside. Morris Lee, though, gets back possession and looks for an option.
Wrigley passing to Orozco and intercepted by Cedar Stars.
Yep, not quite there for Cedar Stars, as this one's turned back over, taken away by Gallagher. Now just resetting everything is this Morris Elite squad. They lay it out wide to Jessica DiMatteo. Or Barino, excuse me. That pass, though, looking for Orozco, didn't quite find who she was looking for, and it ends up back with Hunsinger. Both teams trying to settle things down a little bit here. But Morris Elite providing a little bit of pressure in possession again in that defensive third as this one's over the top. Getting there first and drawing the foul was Leah Tarzi. A little bit colliding there with Olivia Redden. And it'll be a free kick here in an interesting spot for Cedar Stars. Number 15 of Lauren Bruno will be on this one. Bruno, one of several Monmouth players on this team for Cedar Stars. Took home the MAC championship in 2021. That flicked header caught easily by Joella Chase, and she'll settle things down. Chase, the Georgetown Hoya, going into her senior season. Only made a couple of appearances for Georgetown. Another elite program in both the men's and women's college scene. Native of Rutherford, so not too far away from here, maybe about a 15-minute drive, if that. As here comes Cedar Stars. But taken away nicely there by the number 4, Krakauer.
Very quick on their feet, Cedar Stars, I might say.
They certainly are, and Tarzi has been causing a problem. She's been all over the field. She's been on the right side, left side, but using that speed to draw a lot of fouls. So it'll be interesting to see if she becomes the target for this Cedar Stars attack, or whether she is the distraction to open something else up. As Cedar Stars goes down the right-hand side now.
Great pass.
Trying to break through. Goes over the end line. It will be a second corner kick of the match for Cedar Stars. A couple of the Morris Elite players a little bit questioning of that decision.
Could we see an opportunity of a goal right here in the first half? Maybe, we'll see.
Going from the opposite side here. The cross comes in. Edge of the 18. Good defensive header. Don't know how much she knew about it there from Morris Elite. Goes out of play for a throw in the other direction. This beautiful facility here at Rutgers Newark, right smack in the middle of downtown. This is about as good as it gets.
Very much, you could say so. This is great architecture, the city of Newark.
The Brick City, as this one is thrown in. Battled for on the wing, sent back in another cross. That goes over everyone. Getting over there first is Maria Garcia, number 13. And out for a Morris Elite throw-in. Got two different options if you lose a ball over the netting here. If it's to the goal to our right, at least you have the hill. It'll bring it back to you. If it goes over the net to the left, well, it's either on a roof or down the street a couple of blocks. So either way, someone's running to go collect the ball.
Or maybe if something really bad happens, maybe it goes through a window, and maybe you got to go inside a building and look for him.
Well, now we know who to blame if that actually does happen. The commentator's curse. It certainly affects everybody.
Of course.
There's another battle as Orozco
Ooh.
gets out-muscled for that one and causes the foul. Nice play there by Margot Ridgway, who's been stalwart in defense. The number 13, member of NC State. Graduating actually from there. Originally from Fairhaven, New Jersey. A lot of local flair for both these squads. Not a ton of players from outside the Garden State in either of these teams. Mars Elite gains back possession, but it's a quickly turned back over, and Lauren Bruno will collect. Bruno lays it forward out to the wing. This is Diekman. Diekman cutting inside. Another shot. That one is blocked as Krakauer delivered one, but cleared away. And Mars Elite will go the other direction, just send it the other way, but nicely done again by Ridgway to collect it.
Looking at that play, Morris Elite has to better their defense as Cedar Stars is looking as a very big offensive powerhouse here in the first half.
They're certainly using those wings as here they come again on the opposite side. They have numbers if they hurry, trying to turn, and the shot is a soft one, and Joella Chase will collect it. But a little bit too easy down the outsides for this Cedar Stars squad. That was another chance for Madison Krakauer to commit to the University of Maryland. Out of Wayne, New Jersey, goes to DePaul Catholic High School. Morris Elite had their moments really they've had 2 or 3 maybe in the first 10, 12 minutes. Outside of that, it's been mostly Cedar Stars with the possession so far.
I was going to say, this half is very much looking to be a very big Cedar Stars highlight reel.
Well, it's always about those 5-minute segments. It's always about who can win every 5 minutes.
Right.
It was pretty even, I'd say, for that first 5 minutes of the contest, kind of back and forth.
Right.
Since then, it's been more of just getting the ball downfield, but now Morris Elite with the ball in the final third. Let's see if they can do anything with it.
Let's see if they can do anything on their offensive end. Defensive end is something they need to look into.
Cleared up, but going over to get that is Olivia Redden. Redden lays it forward. Emma Perez lays it back. And Barino will send it forward. Heavy touch there, though, from the 14 of Claire Manning, and out for a throw. Down the line, though, another heavy touch, and now we'll go the other direction. And again, we want to thank you for tuning in for this game here on Morris Sussex Sports, as well as the Morris Elite YouTube channel. We certainly want you to subscribe. Click that notification bell whenever both of those channels go live. As Morris Elite collects here on the far side. And we also want to thank our sponsors for today's broadcast here on Morris Elite TV, as that one's an offside play. I want to thank Alfred Sports Shop, The Shop Chatham, and Jag 1 Physical Therapy for their support of Morris Elite SC. As Morris Elite is starting to pick up a little bit of pressure here on the offensive end, but nothing quite connecting yet, and Cedar Stars will look to play out of the back. This is Bruno. Dribbles forward, delivers a nice ball through there. Now a bit of a 1-2. That one over the top from Carabin. It was a little bit too far. And collecting that is Maria Garcia, who would just put it out for a throw. "15 minutes in, scoreless here at Frederick Douglass Field here at Rutgers Newark. As the sun is starting to fade behind the buildings up the hill here to our right.
And the bright lights are coming on in this matchup.
Yeah, we'll certainly need those before the day is over. One of the few night games that you usually see, usually about 3 or 4 o'clock. In fact, we've got a doubleheader coming up this Saturday for your beginning of your Memorial Day weekend. Doubleheader at Drew University. Morris Elite women will start at noon in their next match against FA Euro. Both games against FA Euro, actually. The men will take on FA Euro at 3 o'clock at Drew. As that pass from Lauren Wrigley is intercepted, but she recovers nicely. That ball goes to the outside to Barino. Now Wrigley gets a little bit of space, plays into it, and gives it to Barino. Barino, with some room, has some options to her left, decides to go up the wing, but good defensive play there from Kelly Deignan as she got a piece of it, and will lay it back to Emma Hunsinger. Hunsinger still with very little to do, though. There's some pressure delivered by Claire Manning, but Cedar Stars just gets out of that one and comes the other direction. Poked away, though, from Kelly Deignan by Lauren Wrigley. And you're starting to see that high press, kind of what you see from the New York Red Bulls back in the day, that high pressing style, that attack in the attacking third. Just cause that pressure, cause the chaos. That's what you're looking to do, and Morris Lee has had some moments of that, but you have to choose when to do it because it's very, very tough to play that kind of style for a full 90 minutes. As coming forward here is Kaluch. Kaluch.
Might I say a very easy path Morris Lee is giving Cedar Stars. Not looking too good on their defensive end.
A little bit too easy for sure for Coach Savino's liking, I would imagine, down below us. So that was a nice run by Kaluch, but the shot was well wide. No trouble at all for Joella Chase. Chase will play a little catch with her defenders. Courtney Root on it here. Root will send it forward. Finds Orozco. Orozco tries to get around, but nicely defended again. Margot Ridgway is having herself quite the first half so far. The Cedar Stars come back again. And so many of these players for Cedar Stars know each other so well, coming out of the same club system. Quite a few from Cedar Stars Monmouth, from Bergen, a couple from Staten Island. But when you have that same mentality, even if you're maybe not playing on the same field, you still have those same principles, and it just makes playing in that squad so much easier. Joella Chase will set things up here. And you can hear maybe be able to hear the Cedar Stars coach down below us. He wants a little bit more focus in the final third. They've certainly had their opportunities, but nothing really is outside that one shot that has been on target as of yet.
Right.
Laying it off, this is Deignan. Tries to lay it forward. Nice play, though, from the number 15 of Olivia Redden, the Fordham Ram. Another player out of Newton, New Jersey, out of Kittatinny Regional High School. Made 9 appearances and 8 starts in 2021 in her sophomore season. Won 3 NJAC conference titles with Kittatinny in her time there. One of the dominant programs, especially in Sussex County. So this one's laid over the top. Trying to get on this one. And doing so almost was, I believe that was Carabin, but they'll simply go for a throw-in. And they are timing those runs nicely so far, Cedar Stars. It looks like they've given it as a throw. It looks like it's going to be, though, they're going to go to their long throw specialist. That's Jessica DiMatteo. You didn't used to see that very often. Usually it was the one person that could do the flip throw was the designated throw-in person on any given day. But now you have some players that are kind of specialized in that long throw that just turn into crosses into the box, really. As that one is on target, but an easy one on the short hop for Joella Chase. Chase just sending her players forward now. They tried that passing out of the back, but decided to change things up. This one goes all over the top. DiMatteo can't quite gather possession, and here comes Morris Elite. Trying to gather here. They leave it outside to Lauren Wrigley. Wrigley will collect and look for help. She has it in Maria Garcia. This is Perez. Plays it back outside. Morris Elite trying to come down that left. Plays the ball in. A little bit too far ahead of Claire Manning, was making a cutting run, but it's a throw in for Morris Elite. As we hit the 20-minute mark, still scoreless here. Morris Elite pushing forward that one. A kind of a Schross there, kind of a low cross into the box. Couldn't get there was Maria Orozco, and easily claimed by Emma Hunsinger. Hasn't had to make a save yet so far in this game.
Nonetheless, that was a well-fought effort by Morris Elite.
Better down that left-hand side for sure. But Cedar Stars with the ball once again and pushing forward. Intercepted, though. They pass it back. This is Olivia Redden. Leaves it across. And now they find Lauren Wrigley. Wrigley looking for options. Gives it to Denbleicher.
Wrigley with a nice footwork.
You can see why they give her that number 10 shirt. She's got that poise in all parts of the field. We've seen her in the back line. We've seen her in all parts of the midfield as well. You only wonder if there's a certain point where she's going to have to get into the attack. This one's a forward. Orozco leaves it off. Trying to get there is the number 10 of Lauren Wrigley. Shielded off nicely, though, by Lauren Bruno. And Bruno will send it ahead, where it's collected by the number 11 of Rania Senhaji. That high press, high line by Orozco. She almost got that one, but Hunsinger has it. Lays it in to Gabrielle Kaluch. Cedar Stars trying to gain a little bit more possession, trying to calm things down. Morris Elite growing into the game in these last couple of minutes. So it goes back to Hunsinger. Looks for options and just plays it short. Long ball over the top. Didn't quite get enough leg on that, but Cedar Stars does gain possession through Krakauer. Krakauer cuts inside. Lays it inside. Carabin gets it back, lays it off. Nice overlap play there. Trying to get on that one is De Matteo. De Matteo sends it into the box, looking forward, and it's cleared away by Courtney Root. But it's going to be out for another throw-in for Cedar Stars. You're seeing those outside backs getting into the attack here for Cedar Stars. A lot of the overlap play.
This team needs to start picking up their end defensively, or else Cedar Stars will just continue to attack and attack like we've seen many times in this first half.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Savino does. There's still a lot of time before we get to the half, so a little bit more difficult as that's a foul on Cedar Stars.
You know, some people say the first half is the time to kind of feel things out, feel out your opponent, kind of feel the sense of what their strategy is for how they're going to attack the ball, move it offensively, defensively. Maybe this is the strategy Morris Elite is following.
So they lay it forward here. This is Orozco. Lays it back. This is the number 11 of Elizabeth Gallagher. Gallagher lays it out wide, but that one's off touch, and that attack fizzles out. And Maria Orozco has kind of been left on a little bit of an island, hasn't had too many opportunities really at net as of the first 23, 24 minutes.
But you can tell she is a very, very avid striker that just needs that good opportunity from her teammates, and she will get that ball right in the net.
Maria Orozco, as we mentioned, from LIU, going into her senior season. She's made 20 appearances over her college career. Of course, the early part of that affected by COVID, so not as many games to keep track of, but was a 2-year high school captain at Clifton High School. 35 goals and 41 assists in her high school career, so she was prolific at Clifton, but not quite getting the service yet here in this one, but that's a lot of credit to Cedar Stars and the way they've played. They've been very dominant in possession. They've controlled this game so far, but there Orozco makes the interception, and Morris Elite will come the other way. Looking for options is Wrigley, but just passes it back to Redden. Redden goes over the top looking for Orozco. Good defensive header there, though, from the number 13 of Margot Ridgway. And she'll get it back from Hunsinger. Ridgway, one of the tallest players on this field. She is quite the tower of strength in that back line, and she has been on every single ball the Morris Elite has tried to throw over the top. Because that's a handball. Cedar Stars wanting advantage, but not getting it with the number 20 of Jordan Ferraro. As we hit the 25th minute mark, still scoreless here in Newark. As they're going to get a lot of players forward here for this free kick. Not too far away here from Red Bull Arena. Both MLS teams actually in action tonight in the U.S. Open Cup, the round of 16. New York Red Bulls, as of last check, 1-1 with Charlotte. As we will send this one into the box, it's cleared away. And Morris Elite does a nice job defensively on that one. If we have an update on NYCFC, we will get that for you. as they take on the New England Revolution tonight, round of 16. If both teams are victorious, it would lead to a New York derby in the quarterfinals, and that would be a fantastic affair. New York Red Bulls 2-0 in those games in the Open Cup. As here comes Cedar Stars. That cross takes a deflection. Battling forward there, sent all the way to the back post. Trying to get on that one was Krakauer. Looking for a handball is the Cedar Stars staff, but they're not going to get one as Joella Chase gets on top of that one and keeps it going out for a corner kick. Chase sends it forward. Good defensive header there from Sanhaji. And Cedar Stars gets possession once again. Here comes Cedar Stars.
Again, we cannot say this enough. Cedar Stars is dominating the offensive game here in this first half.
As that shot is low, but collected easily by Joella Chase. Outside of that, really, that first attempt, though, by Chase, a lot of the shots have not been of high quality. That's a nice interception there by Kaluch as they were trying to break on the other way. Kaluch with a long shot deflected and blocked down by Redden. And Morris Elite continues to get back possession, looking for anything down this outside. This is Manning. Claire Manning trying to use that speed against Kelly Deignan. Deignan does a nice job, though, and gives it to Lauren Bruno. Bruno pressured. This is Ridgway. Ridgway goes wide. This is DiMatteo. DiMatteo sends it forward. Has options there. Collected up top by Krakauer, who delivers a long shot and just goes over the crossbar. Maybe a little bit wide. But it will be a goal kick, as you can hear the praise of the offensive attack for CSA. Just not quite finding the target. But again, really that one shot early on off the deflection that Joella Chase had to make the save on. Everything else has been relatively tame from outside. But it only takes a certain number of shots and the percentage will eventually start going in the offensive team's favor. Morris Elite trying to change that narrative. Courtney Root draws a foul, and Morris Elite will get a free kick. The 29th minute. Again, we thank you for joining us here on Morris Elite TV, also on Morris Sussex Sports, as that one is turned over. Nice play there by the number 20 of Jordan Ferraro. Ferraro has no help and just lays it to the end line, hoping for something, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. Ferraro, the sophomore becoming junior from the University of Hartford, Manalapan, New Jersey native, getting involved there and just, again, providing the pressure on that back line. And as much as maybe Morris Elite hasn't had their best game so far today, it's been a lot of that because of Cedar Stars' play. They've been very aggressive. Morris Elite, though, trying to change things with Orozco. And again, Morris Elite's game is so much based on that possession style. That's a nice move forward and a advantage played as they go out to the wing. This is Gallagher. Gallagher looks for a cross, takes it to the end line. Slow cross is eventually cleared out. It'll be a throw-in, though. Better from Morris Elite. Better there from Gallagher, the upcoming sophomore at Loyola. Made 14 appearances as a freshman. Made 6 starts. Got 1 goal in her freshman campaign. As this one is a shot deflected and collected by Hunsinger. First save that she's had to make in anger today for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight. Not here at Rutgers Newark, but down at Rutgers proper, down in Rutgers New Brunswick in D1. Native of East Windsor, New Jersey. 3-time academic All-Big Ten in her time. The redshirt junior, becoming a redshirt senior this year. But again, coming out of this Cedar Stars program, and that's what's great about this W League starting up this year. So many of these college players now getting that opportunity, that showcase at the pre-professional level. And of course, the USL Women's Super League starting up next year with so many more professional opportunities for these high-level D1 players as that one goes out for a throw-in. Not quite getting there in time was Daniel Barino. It'll be interesting to see where these professional teams for the USL start popping up next season. You'd start to probably hear announcements pretty soon, but obviously NWSL expanding, but now almost going to double the number of teams professionally on the women's game here in the United States with this USL Super League. This one is laid back. Good pressure there, and nicely done by Gallagher as she's fouled. And will we see a card here? No, just a stern talking to. And a good free kick opportunity here for Morris Elite. That was one of the better moves we've seen all day from the women in sky blue. Now across, and a good chance here to get the opening goal. 32nd minute, cross comes in, going up for it and almost getting there. Believe that was a Roscoe, but claimed instead by Hunsinger, and she sends CSA the other way. Good speed there from Kaluch. Kaluch. It's a 4-on-5. CSA moving it nicely. Here comes Cedar Stars coming in from the right-hand side. The shot easily collected by Chase. Krakauer again all over the field. And you're really seeing both of those wingers, Tarzi and Krakauer, kind of switching just at will. We're kind of seeing a bit of a mix up front as Morris Elite comes the other way. This is Claire Manning. Orozco tries a 1-2 with Manning. She does get there, but nicely intercepted. Stepping in there was Deignan. And again, just a safe play back to Hunsinger. Ridgway and Deignan have had a great first half here in this back line for Cedar Stars. That pass, though, intercepted. Morris Elite tries to come the other way, but send back the other way now with Leah Tarzi. Tarzi using that speed. Lays it inside. Looking for this one is Ferraro. The shot! That one just goes wide.
Morris Lee is just giving too many open opportunities for Cedar Stars in this first half. I mean, we've seen so many open attempts, so many missed opportunities that Morris Elite just has to get their game back together, or else they're just going to have more open shots that Cedar Stars are going to have.
Be interesting to see what Coach Savino cooks up for the second half, because you're in the 32nd minute now. You only got about 12 or 13 minutes left to go. There's not going to be a ton of stoppage time in this first half, maybe a minute at most as of now. But it's been the play down the wing. Cedar Stars has dominated the wing area of this field.
Very much.
Morris Elite, though, trying to...
Just overall, this first half, Cedar Stars has been leading this first half is just everything. Wing, in offensive play, everything. We're seeing Cedar Stars. We're seeing that lime green all across the field.
Nice play there from Barino to get there first, and she does draw the foul. And she came together with Tarzi. Barino, the Siena College player, going into her senior year, had 16 appearances and 2 goals for her last season. Did a nice job there of drawing the foul, and it'll be the 15 of Olivia Redden who will be on the free kick. All the Morris Elite players gathering at the edge of the 18, out in that back post area. Only a one-woman wall as Redden sends it in, looking for the near post. Flicked on, header, scores! And just like that, against the run of play, it's Morris Elite, and it's Lauren Wrigley. 1-0 to the home squad here in the 35th minute.
Who knew Morris Elite could turn the tables so quickly? Looking very slow in this very.
As we take a look at it here, that's about as good of a flick header as you can get on that run.
That is perfect. That is a perfect header from Morris Elite.
Lauren Wrigley, who has been the catalyst pretty much all game, has completely shocked this arena.
Like I was saying before, Cedar Stars was dominating this first half. Morris Elite had looking sluggish in their offense, but who knew? They turned it around in this last couple of seconds in this first half with that first goal to open up this matchup.
What does Alexi Lawless always say? Set pieces. That free kick from Olivia Redden and Lauren Wrigley with a great header.
Lauren Wrigley must be feeling very good about herself tonight.
Certainly will be after that. Did not score in her freshman campaign for UNC. Had 1 assist in 18 appearances, but Didn't find the score sheet, but again, kind of getting lost in that jumble on the far side. Found herself in the middle, and there was kind of that no man's land for Hunsinger. She really couldn't come for that ball, otherwise it's going to be a foul from behind.
Right.
Just had to hope that the header was not flicked on correctly, but that was beautifully done by Wrigley, and a good ball in from Olivia Redden as well.
Very much. Lucky headshot from Lauren Wrigley.
Morris Elite has the lead here with about 10 minutes to go in this first half. Completely against the run of play, it has to be said.
Oh, my goodness.
But
I can't say it enough.
But I'll tell you what, sometimes a goal can be a catalyst, but CSA can also turn a goal into the catalyst for themselves.
Let's see if Morris Elite can keep up this momentum as we go into the last 10 minutes of this first half.
Tarzi with a long shot, and that one was curling. It was a little bit of a trouble one for Chase, but she knocked it down, kept it in play and controls. And again, Tarzi and Krakauer have been the real forces of danger for this kind of fluid up top. Again, all three forwards are just kind of, there's a freedom to this style from Cedar Stars. There's not, you're on one wing, you're on the other wing, you're up top. It's more of, all right, whoever's there, we kind of flow, and makes it a little bit more tough to defend as well.
Exactly, and that style of offense is just kind of the thing that makes Cedar Stars, makes their offense kind of what's making this very much a dominant matchup on behalf of Cedar Stars.
Was looking for a foul there was Tarzi, and not getting one in disbelief as the coaching staff. But here comes Morris Elite, 4-on-4 if they hurry.
Can we see something else happen in this last couple minutes in the first half?
Manning with a shot from wide, but again, a bit of a Schross on that one. Didn't quite get the foot around that one for the cross to Orozco, and it'll be collected by Hunsinger. Cedar Stars will play it through from Kelly Deegden. Again, though, that first goal is so critical.
And the ref moving out the way.
The referee's been part of the game a little bit too much, perhaps, for his liking. He's been had a few dance steps.
Very much, I'd say, in this first half.
That he's been practicing. Here comes Krakauer, though. For Cedar Stars, Krakauer. One-on-one with Barino. Or, excuse me, that's Garcia.
Oh.
As Garcia goes tumbling down, but
I didn't know Garcia was a gymnast.
out for a corner kick there as Garcia went for a bit of a tumble, but made the defensive play. And Krakauer has been on all of the corners, will get her third opportunity. All it takes, though, one cross, and this game will be tied up. 39th minute right now, 1-0 Morris Elite on the goal by Lauren Wrigley.
Oh, very nice offensive play by Cedar Stars.
Trying that short corner look. But good defensive play going on the far side, and out for a Cedar Stars throw, and is that corner.
Very much a foot fight going on in the corner.
Yep. Not a huge fan of the short corner. There are times when it works, but there's so many times it just seems to fizzle out before anything happens, although there's a cross in. Nicely defended by Morris Elite. Looking to get the passes connected. Another cross from deep in the corner. That will be finding no one and ends up behind the net. Again, we want to thank all of you for watching us here on Morris Elite TV and on Morris Sussex Sports. If you haven't already, subscribe to both of our channels while you are here. Click that notification bell so you know when we go live. Don't want to miss a minute of the Morris Elite season, both on the men's and women's side in USL League 2 and USL2 League. We enter the 40th minute here. Morris Elite looking for a second one before halftime. Nice run being made. Here comes Wrigley. Wrigley one-on-one. Gets around the keeper. Wrigley scores! Lauren Wrigley with a beautiful move.
And the Tar Heel coming out, scoring 2 goals in this first half.
What a run that was, and a beautiful ball played in. Lauren Wrigley, her second of the game. And a great pass. Finds her there. She gets around the goalkeeper.
Finds that sweet spot and lands it in the net.
And just like that, Morris Elite has turned this game on its head.
Very much. You can say that again, David. This is unbelievable, the amount, how much momentum has shifted here in this first half.
Again, what do we say? All it takes is one, and all of a sudden, things can completely turn around, and Lauren Wrigley is having herself a night.
Oh, very much so. Now the key.
As they go back to Ridgeway. And Cedar Stars, it looked like it was going to be Morris Elite who was going to have to really make the tactical change, but looks like they've done it midway through the first half, and now it's Cedar Stars who is going to go into this second half unless something changes right here. Ooh. Looking to make the adjustment as that one is a bit of a no woman's land, but ends up at the foot of Kaluch. Here comes Cedar Stars the other way. Carabin.
On the note of momentum, can Morris Elite keep up this style of play, this dynamic frequency that we're seeing in all of their plays in this first half?
They certainly have changed that. Again, that last 10 minutes or so, we've seen a little bit of a tweak to the tactics, and it has worked beautifully for Coach Savino and her squad.
Very much.
And top of their division, also in the top 10 of the power rankings in the third week of the USLW League, cracking that top 10. A win tonight would certainly help their standing there, but here comes Cedar Stars trying to change the narrative, but a nice play made by Olivia Redden, who's been strong in the defense, as this one goes wide to Gallagher with a little bit of space, and she'll just calm it down. Again, for Morris Elite, you almost want to press for a third, but at the same time, get into the locker room, get into the changing room. That's Elizabeth Gallagher credited with the assist on that beautiful ball. And again, that pass, the pass was perfect, but the run that Lauren Wrigley made on that inside run along the back line was absolutely perfect.
She saw the opportunity, she ran with it, literally, and went in with the ball into the net.
That's one of the things that you see with a quality attacking players. Here comes Morris Elite again. Nice ball to the outside. This is Barino. Barino takes a shot herself, and that's claimed by Hunsinger. Nice shot there from the outside back. But you see that from a good attacking player. It's so much the focus is running, up and down the field.
Right.
It's the running across that back line and finding those gaps.
Right.
Finding those runs. That's what made a player like Thierry Henry so dangerous at Arsenal, was he had that freedom to move along the back line. You see that with players like Luis Suarez. You see that with some of the top strikers at all levels, is that ability to not just move up and down the field, but move sideways and then make the run. Right. So here comes Morris Elite again. This is Wrigley.
And also big on the offensive end is making great plays, making those great passes to get to those strikers that just set the ball in and shift that momentum in their favor.
That one when Wrigley tried to return provider there. Orozco, though, not quite on the mark as this one is headed forward. A bit of a pressure there from Lee Tarzi. Cedar Stars will keep possession. A battle on the outside there as it will eventually end up with Kaluch. Goes wide. Finds Ferraro there. Ferraro sends it to the back post, and that one just a little bit high at the top corner. Had Joella Chase thinking about that one, but no real trouble as we are into the 44th and almost into the 45th minute here at Frederick Douglass Field. 2-0 Morris Elite on a pair of goals, a brace for Lauren Wrigley, the UNC Tar Heel. Again, just going into her sophomore season, but made 13 starts as a freshman on that a pinnacle of a program, and you can see why.
Very much, yes.
And the way that she attacks the field, the way she gets forward as a midfielder into that attacking group, makes herself available.
Maybe she's using those plays she learned at UNC and applying them here in this matchup tonight against Cedar Stars.
You could think of very few places in collegiate women's soccer to learn the game more than at North Carolina. One of the premier programs for a long, long time. They go wide here to Kelly Deeknan for Cedar Stars, but knocked out of play by Claire Manning, but looks like it came off of Deeknan. It'll be a throw into Morris Elite. When you're a college program and you're brought in to scrimmage NWSL teams in their preseason, you've got plenty of talent on your rosters. That's a good ball forward for Orozco. Tries to get it out of her feet and does. Tries to lay that across, just not enough, though, for Denblaker. And it'll end up with Cedar Stars. Good pressure, though, again from Claire Manning, who's been busy on this right-hand side. And that will do it. No stoppage time here in the first half, but a half that was mostly dominated by Cedar Stars. A flurry at the end from Morris Elite and a pair of goals from Lauren Wrigley. We will take a break here on Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports. When we come back, action in the second half here from Rutgers Newark. Stay with us.
Choosing a college is a big, big deal. But I know I started right because CCM is in the top 2% of community colleges in the nation. And at County College of Morris, I get to choose from over 100 programs. Whether you're just out of high school,
like me,
exploring career options,
like me,
or seeking lifelong learning,
like me,
make CCM your choice, like me. Go big and visit ccm.edu and aspire to be you.
At Planet Networks, our high-speed fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
I've worked with many mortgage companies over the years, from the big banks where I thought I could get the best, most competitive rate, to the small guys where I thought I'd get more personalized service. And I never thought I could have it both, until I met Family First. Family First gave me the most competitive rates in the market with unmatched service. Their team is incredible. They were always at arm's reach, ready to answer my questions, help me weigh different loan options, and work through some of the most challenging closing situations and timelines. I have to say without a doubt, Family First is the best in the business, and I strongly recommend them if you're looking to finance or refinance your home.
If you're not getting the most comfort out of your system, check this out. Like the rest of your neighbors, you want your home to be as comfortable and inviting as possible. It's no surprise with the winter storms around here, the demand for system repairs are way up, which means waiting around for a while for a technician to show up and having to be stuck feeling uncomfortable for a long time, which is why at ICS, we make sure to service your home quickly and efficiently so you can get back to feeling warm and comfortable again. So if you don't want to spend your winter freezing your butt off, visit our website, icshvac.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Gusweiler. As the branch manager of our Parsippany location for North Point Bank, I can tell you emphatically that our customers continue to sing our praises. Our community values us as much as we at North Point value our team. Our goal is to always exceed our clients' expectations. If you're just zipping through life and need a helping hand with any of your home buying decisions, please give us a call today.
Sussex Meatpacking in Wharton, New Jersey is a family-owned and operated business specializing in USDA prime and choice meats, pork, poultry, lamb, veal, and many other store-made specialty items. They also have a fantastic deli, a wonderful market with all the freshest fruits, veggies, and pre-made meals, and they can cater any event, including your family holiday dinners, more delicious than you can on your own. Visit them at sussexmeat.com.
I was born fast. Parisi made me faster.
I thought I could jump. Parisi brought me to new heights.
I wasn't always quick. Parisi made me lightning fast.
Strength was never my strength. Parisi changed all that.
Starting us off at number 5, here's Mendham's Liam Lloyd with the snipe past Morristown goalie Dylan Peck for his 10th goal of the year.
Daniel Leonard with great defense to steal the puck back, moving behind the goal to pass it back into the middle to Ryan Leonard with a first-time shot to make it 3-1 for Bernard's first Whippany.
Coming in at number 3 is Par Regional's Dylan Zelinskis on a great individual effort, creating a breakaway opportunity for the goal as Par Regional breaks through for their first win of the season.
Morristown with the pressure on all of the Mendham players to give Harry Stetton an incredible breakaway to fake out the goalie, letting them know who the boss is to score the 4th goal for Morristown.
Finally at number 1, it's Pope John star Alana Robinson with the crossover against Sparta's Bryn McCurry and finishes with the smooth jumper. Let's take a look at that again, but in slow motion. The Wrap-Up Report's top 5 plays of the week are brought to you by Planet Networks provides award-winning high-speed fiber internet, telecommunications, and managed technology services, keeping essential information, technology systems, and connections updated, safe, and secure 24/7 requires specialized expertise and support. Planet Networks delivers as a trusted partner, enabling you to accomplish your personal and professional goals. For more information, visit planet.net or stop in and visit the local Newton or Denville offices and tell them Morris Sussex Sports sent you. If you want to catch even more highlights from Morris Sussex Sports broadcasts, tune into the Wrap-Up Report as we feature top plays and athletes, as well as upcoming previews of the teams you want to watch out for that weekend. You can check us out on Thursdays at 6 p.m. right here on Morris Sussex Sports.
Chairman's Elite Club Loan Officer Midge Vandelinda of Loan Depot is your go-to person for home loans, whether it's a new home mortgage or a refinance of your current home, and she specializes in renovations for those who want to add on and fix up. Because of her extensive knowledge of loan programs, problem-solving skills, and steadfast commitment to customer service, Midge ensures that each borrower receives superior guidance as they pursue one of the most personal investments of their lifetime. Reach out to her today at 973-202-0992 or mvandelinda@loandepot.com.
Whether you are a trucker or a landscaper, accountant or carpenter, needing workers' compensation, general liability, or commercial auto insurance, Gladstone Coverage Group has you covered. Gladstone Coverage Group is a one-stop agency specializing in many types of insurance, including life, personal, business, and Medicare supplement insurance, as well as employee benefits, serving many communities throughout New Jersey. As an insurance partner protecting you and future generations, contact Tyler Brinson at 908-698-0477 or by email at tylerb@gladstonecoverage.com and tell him Morris Sussex Sports sent you.
Choosing a college is a big, big, big deal. But I know I started right because CCM is in the top 2% of community colleges in the nation. And at County College of Morris, I get to choose from over 100 programs. Whether you're just out of high school, like me, exploring career options,
like me,
or seeking lifelong learning,
like me,
make CCM your choice, like me. Go big and visit ccm.edu and aspire to be you.
Me in this game, we got big plans. Overcoming every challenge. And right now, that means getting by him. It means putting in the time
To get faster. To get stronger. One thing is for certain, I will never be outworked. Enough? Never. All right.
Sports medicine is the care of athletes, college athletes, professional athletes, amateur athletes, and we see a lot of weekend warriors.
At the Sports Medicine Center, we're up to date on all the latest techniques, both surgical and non-surgical treatment options for treating all sorts of injuries.
It's important to make the diagnosis, make it quickly, and start the ball rolling with the treatment.
If you can get an MRI done the same day of your injury, a lot of times that's going to help get that treatment started in the right direction instead of waiting 2-3 weeks.
I think reassurance, making the diagnosis and coming up with a good plan for that particular athlete is a very good thing. It helps to get the folks back on track and limits how discouraged they can actually be from the injury.
Patient education is important. We want the patient to be part of the treatment plan, and having the patient have an understanding of what their injury is, what their treatment options are, it helps them to get back to the sport that they love.
We have doctors with all different specialties within sports medicine, state-of-the-art concussion care, regenerative medicine, and then of course we have our orthopedic surgeons. If something needs to be fixed, we can fix it, more than likely in a minimally invasive fashion.
With the arthroscopic and minimally invasive procedures, we're able to do much of this surgery inside the joint without having to damage any of the surrounding tissue. That allows an athlete to return to sports much quicker.
We're seeing excellent results with regenerative medicine. Ligament injuries that would normally have taken 6 to 8 weeks, now we're seeing 2 to 3 week recovery periods. It gives me great pleasure to be able to treat an athlete and see them succeed back on the field.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons. Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Have you ever needed a day to relax during these stressful times? Well, then look no further than Modern Acupuncture. Modern Acupuncture will ensure your time there will not only be relaxing, but make you feel rejuvenated. Not only will your stay be comfortable, but safe as well. All staff at Modern Acupuncture practice safe social distancing guidelines and keep all equipment and rooms sanitized after each visit. Modern Acupuncture, making lives better.
Cimino & Philippone is a New Jersey-based law firm with offices in Morristown and Hazlitt, devoted to providing quality legal representation and personal attention in the areas of residential and commercial real estate, estate planning, and personal injury. Contact Joe Philippone at 732-203-0060 or by email at jphilippone@cf-lawfirm.com. Rich Latman, realtor with Keeneland Latman, Sotheby's International Realty, enjoys helping clients through the process of selling their home and finding their dream home. Whether you need more space, are a first-time home buyer, or ready to downsize, Rich can help. Rich is a National Association of Realtors Circle of Excellence Award winner and one of the top producers in his area. With Rich, you can always expect expert analysis, excellent service, and exceptional results. For all real estate in Morris and Somerset counties, contact Rich Latman at 908-839-8487 or by email at rlatman@ KLSIR.com.
At Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer is number one. We offer a variety of products and automotive services to enhance your vehicle's performance. Our mission is simple. We never promise more than we can deliver, and we always give the customer more than they expect. Because at Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer is number one. Please call us for a quote or service question at 973-377-1915.
Back here for the second half at Rutgers Newark at Frederick Douglass Field. An opening 45 minutes that certainly had its ebbs and flows. A dominant first half, and for the most part from Cedar Stars. But 2 goals from Lauren Wrigley have Morris Elite, the hosts, in front. 2-0 with 45 minutes to go. David Hassagen here along with Sebastian Bravo. And Sebastian, we saw the adjustments a little bit from Coach Savino and her squad, but really it was a dominant half for Cedar Stars, especially down the wings, and that's something that they still have to clean up. Morris Elite on the defensive end.
Yeah, right, you are. Honestly, that change of momentum is something that Morris Elite has to take into going into the second half. Cedar Stars obviously dominating that first half. They just need to readjust what they were doing before, and Morris Elite just needs to keep going on that kind of dynamic play that they were doing before that got them the 2 goals in that first half.
Yeah, if you're Coach Gio Lombardo for Cedar Stars, you looked at 35 minutes. Maybe you're pretty confident with how your team is playing. There's not a ton that you really need to adjust, and then all of a sudden, you're down 2 goals. What do you think that pep talk was like for him to try to get his team back in the contest?
Honestly, just reading more kind of into what their kind of goal is. Their goal is literally just to score as much as they need to, and they just need to combat their offense at any point, at any part on the pitch.
The one place that you could really see, though, from the Morris Elite perspective, where they kind of took over that game, was in that middle third. That was a kind of an area that was dominated by Cedar Stars for the first 35 minutes. And then as that momentum started to turn, you started to see a little bit more possession from Morris Elite, a few more turnovers caused instead of given away, and then it turns around and you get a set-piece goal and then a beautiful through ball from Elizabeth Gallagher to Lauren Wrigley to set up the second one. And we'll see if there are any substitutions here at halftime. We will try to get those as quickly as possible for you, if they do occur. Quick update, by the way, from the U.S. Open Cup action that we mentioned earlier. Scoreless between NYCFC and the New England Revolution. That is in the second half. 1-1 at halftime between the New York Red Bulls and Charlotte FC. Patrick Klimala with a goal there for the Red Bulls in that one. Again, we will keep an eye on those games. Again, those 2 teams in MLS action would meet in the quarterfinal of the Open Cup if they were both to win. So we'll see how that occurs. Some divided loyalties here in the press box here at Rutgers Newark. But full focus here is on Morris Elite trying to stay undefeated so far. That win in the initial match against AC Connecticut, and then the draw against the New England Rough Riders this past weekend. And again, we want to encourage you to come out and support the team on this Memorial Day weekend on Saturday, a doubleheader at Drew University against FA Euro New York. The USLW League game, the women's game, will take place at noon. The men's game kicking off at 3 p.m. And that at Drew University this upcoming Saturday. As the teams are out for the second half of action. Doesn't look like any subs for either squad just yet.
It looks like Cedar Stars is going to kick off this second half.
Yep, Cedar Stars ready to go here. Going from left to right in this second half. That's where the goals have been. They're hoping to keep that trend the same. Morris Elite just wanted to keep the trend of them scoring the goals the same. See how that momentum strikes. This first 10-15 minutes is going to be absolutely critical, it feels like.
Very much.
In this contest.
Whatever Cedar Stars does now, it will cement what goes on for the next half.
As Madison Krakauer gets us underway for the second 45. You're on Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports. A quick turnover there. Here comes Lauren Wrigley. Lauren Wrigley tries to chip it through. Orozco on the ball. The shot just goes wide. And talk about an instant impact, almost immediately a turnover and almost a third goal for Morris Elite inside the first 20 seconds.
It's like letting Wrigley out of her cage. Once you let her out, she goes rampant.
And a great block there, and then just taking over that space too. You know, obviously you're not expecting a turnover that quickly, so Cedar Stars were not in their usual defensive form, and she almost took advantage of it to the nth degree, and a great shot from Orozco, just a little bit wide of Hunsinger's cage, as that one is out for a throw-in, and it will go the way of Morris Elite. Again, if you are not subscribed yet to Morris Sussex Sports and Morris Elite TV, subscribe to both of those YouTube channels right now and click that notification bell so you know every time that we go live with our broadcasts. Again, for Morris Elite, obviously just the home broadcast here on the YouTube channel. Check the schedule and find the YouTube pages for and streaming services for the home teams and the away matches to watch your Morris Elite action for both the men's and women's side in the USLW League and USL League 2. As there goes DiMatteo. No foul as she was waiting for a whistle. Almost everybody kind of stopped. Nothing there, though, as Margot Ridgway takes it back. Lays it across. Ferraro. Ridgway. One-on-one there. Battled for. And that one is called a foul. And a little bit of the palms to the sky from the referee saying, come on, that was a foul. We all know it. There's nothing I can do. And a free kick here for Margot Ridgway. Again, the graduate from NC State originally went to UC Davis, spent a season there, was first team all-freshman. Had 18 appearances for NC State with 5 starts after the transfer. As that one is headed back, good defensive header it turns out being from Maria Garcia.
Ridgway, the Fairhaven native, actually majors in philosophy. So she wants to take, sometimes, some plays need a little bit of thought.
Well, you know what? Sometimes it's good to be dominant in the philosophical sense, but at this point, Cedar Stars wanting to be dominant in the realistic sense and get back into this contest down 2 goals. But everyone needs a little bit of philosophy in their lives. So
yeah.
She will be well equipped for that as this one goes to the outside. This is Gallagher. Liz Gallagher cuts inside to the end line, sends a cross in, and collected nicely, though, by Hunsinger.
Very well offensive play by Morris Elite, going in from that left wing, going into the goal, almost getting it in, but very, very good opportunity, I might say.
Long ball is collected nicely by Olivia Redden, leaves it off to Emma Perez. Perez, the Manhattan College graduate student. She's graduating this year from Park Ridge, New Jersey. 67 appearances, 48 starts for her collegiate career as part of the 2017 MAC All-Rookie team. Played her club soccer with PDA. As coming forward is Perez. Tries to send it forward. Trying to get on that is Manning. It's going to be a long race for her, though. And getting there instead was Kelly Deignan. Talk about the available players on the bench for both sides. On the Cedar Stars side of things, Aria Hicks, Kathleen Heenan, Mackenzie Cangro, Ariana Silva, Riley Mullen, and Angela Marino available on the bench, as this one is sent up toward the press box and heads over toward the PA announcer Connor Donahue. But thankfully we have plexiglass to protect all of our equipment up here. For Morris Elite, the backup goalkeeper is Arden Lembrick, Megan Meager, Natalia Gallo, Bridget Dudziak, Michaela Chiarello, Kim Brights, and Mackenzie Barrett available on the bench in today's 18 for Morris Elite. Again, no Katie Coyle, week to week out with a knee injury. Scoring the first goal in W League history for Morris Elite in that game against AC Connecticut at Drew University. So that one is offside, and it'll be a free kick for Cedar Stars. We talked about how this first 10 minutes is critical, Sebastian, and right now, Morris Elite in the ascendancy in this first 5 minutes. They're really ticking up the pressure a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
They're not allowing Cedar Stars to have that dominance in the midfield.
Like I said before, Morris Elite is capitalizing on their momentum from the first half, just going in on every single play, seizing every opportunity, and just being an overall good team in this 10 minutes.
Interesting to see what Coach Gina Lombardo will decide to do when he does go to his bench for Cedar Stars. Again, it was a pretty dominant first half, about 35 minutes of which it was all Cedar Stars. They just couldn't get that last quality on target, that last quality pass, although here they come here. Playing advantage is the referee, laying it forward for Krakauer. Nice interception there, though, from Root. And under pressure, though, was Redden. It's a turnover. Here comes Cedar Stars. A chance for Tarzi. Nice block. But offside as the lineswoman put up her flag. And that was almost a costly turnover there for Morris Elite. Almost switched the momentum right back the other way.
Very much.
Seeing a couple of players warming up for Cedar Stars. Both teams actually with their subs up and moving. Substitutions will be right down below, so that's always nice. Sometimes it's across the field and you can't see anything until they turn around, which could take a couple minutes. Here comes Cedar Stars, though. Ferraro looked inside, looking for a pass there to Krakauer, but good defensive play, and now Gallagher will collect. Gallagher cuts inside. Gallagher, plenty of space now. Has a player to her right. She gives it to her. This is Manning. Manning coming inside. Manning scores! And just like that, Morris Elite adds to their advantage. It's 3-0. As we take a look at the replay here, Sebastian, what a great play, though, from Elizabeth Gallagher.
Very much.
Lays the ball outside. And I believe that was Manning on the outside who got that goal, the number 14.
Again, it's that playing style of as anybody sees the opportunity, they just take it and run with it.
Oh, it was Wrigley actually on the outside. Wrigley moving outside, so it's a hat trick. My mistake for Lauren Wrigley. And again, the play, though, the pass from Elizabeth Gallagher.
And it looks like Cedar Stars are going to have their first substitutions in this matchup.
Yep, they're going to prepare those, but not going to be able to come on before the start. So it was, again, Lauren Wrigley. Thank you, down the booth, for that correction. With the hat trick, her third goal of the night in the 52nd minute. Wrigley having herself quite the evening.
She's making the Tar Heels proud from New Jersey.
This one is laid in front and battled for. It could very well be it's definitely the first in the pre-professional team's history for Morris Elite. As though here comes Krakauer inside. Krakauer with a cross, and it just misses. Almost found Lee Tarzi, and almost right an immediate response from Cedar Stars.
And here we go with those substitutions, like I said before.
And it's a triple sub coming on here for Cedar Stars.
Cedar Stars looking desperate to make any sort of reaction to this Morris Elite dominance here in this matchup.
And we'll get those substitutions for you as best we can. Looks like Deignan is off, as well as the number 11, Senhaji, as well as Silva. Or have come off in this one. Or Silva's coming on, I should say. So DiMatteo, Senhaji, and Deignan are off. It looks like Mullen, Silva, and Heenan have come on for Cedar Stars. So a triple substitution here. Again, Senhaji, DiMatteo, and Deignan are off. Replaced by Silva, Hennon, and Mullen for the women in green, and looks like it's basically a back two now in terms of that defense. As they take both of their outside backs off, as getting hampered there was Ferraro. She's limping behind the play. Battle for and cleared out by Ridgeway, but keeping it here is Maria Garcia. Sends it over the top for Orozco. Orozco looks to cut back inside, has options. Orozco, top of the 18. Wrigley looks, has a couple players on her and can't get the shot away. Scrambling defense, though, for Cedar Stars, and another good move from Morris Elite. Again, we'll see now a really attacking flare, I'm sure, As it looks like Morris Elite is going to prepare their first substitution as well.
Lauren Wrigley taking the corner.
First corner of the game, I believe, for Morris Elite. Sent to the top of the box. The shot tipped over the bar. What a save by Huntsinger. No, they're going to say it hit crossbar. Looked like she got a touch, but apparently not, as the substitution will come on here for Morris Elite. As it is Maria Garcia coming off. Replacing her is the number 4, Bridget Dudziak, coming on in this one.
Bridget Dudziak, the sophomore from Marist College, looking to make an impact here in this second half.
Absolutely, the native of Andover, New Jersey. Went to Lenape Valley High School.
And intending to major in sports communications. What a fitting career for somebody in this field of action.
I was about to say she wants to take our job. This is
oh no,
sports communications. That's the realm. Here comes the pressure again. This time on Silva, tries to force a turnover, but it ends up with Carabin. And Cedar Stars just trying to regroup. It's been all Morris Elite here in the second half. A hat trick from Lauren Wrigley. Again, Bridget Dudziak on for Maria Garcia, put in a good shift. And outside back, here's another cross in at the back post, and nearly one for Cedar Stars, still alive. That shot into the side netting. And it's almost 5 in attack now for Cedar Stars, and they are really putting on the pressure. They're trying to get anything in this game.
From all these attempts, I can almost feel the pain from the press box for these Cedar Stars players.
And again, you start the first half, you play so well,
yep.
And you get no reward from it, and now you find yourself down 3 goals with 57 minutes gone. Got to be a very frustrating situation. This one over the top. Dudziak is going to use her speed. She's going to get on this one. Dudziak
making very much an impact straight out of the bench.
The shot deflected. Oh, it goes just well defended there, as nearly Claire Manning getting the 4th goal.
But again, great setup by Dudziak on that play.
Making, as you said, an immediate impact from the outside back position. No, here comes Cedar Stars trying to attack again. Good defensive play, though, by Courtney Root. Cedar Stars still in possession, though. Looking for a foul where Cedar Stars, they don't get one. Playing forward. Now they go wide. Ferraro goes to the outside. The cross comes in, hits side netting, and that'll be another goal kick. I believe that was Carabin who was pushing on the outside. It looks like Silva is kind of taking that outside left back position for Cedar Stars. But again, in the initial speed test, not quite up to Dudziak in terms of the speed going down that left-hand side.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to give it to her again. Dudziak lays it inside, plays a little 1-2, and now Morris Elite just fine with passing it around in those triangles. Looking up top for Orozco. Bouncing ball off the turf. Headed away nicely by Ridgeway, and Cedar Stars will collect. Here they come the other way. Carabin looking for options, just lays it across. Now lays it across for Silva. Ariana Silva tries to send it in. Takes a deflection. Where will it go? It is a goal kick for Morris Elite. Good start, though, from Ariana Silva, the commit to Flagler College in St. Augustine, Florida. Standout at DePaul Catholic. And again, very few players from outside the Garden State on either one of these two teams, so there's some familiarity as well between these players. They've either obviously run into each other at the club level. They've run into each other at the high school level at some points, and with some of these players, they keep seeing each other at the college level. At a certain point, you're going to get sick of each other. Here comes Cedar Stars. That shot, nice block by Root. As this one will roll into the side. Will not go out of play, though, and it'll just go out for a throw-in.
Very much like you said so, David. Staying in that Garden State circle and just going from there, getting all the local talent in this great state of New Jersey.
Certainly is one of the hotbeds for soccer talent in this country. Both on the men's and women's side. You see it in the professional game. You see that with the national teams on both men's and women's sides. So many huge names have come out of this state.
Ironically, I think where I'm from, Kearney, New Jersey, is actually called Soccer Town.
Ah, the native of Kearney to my left. Okay. This one is a shot, long shot. What a save! The rebound is cleared away. What a save by Joella Chase off the crossbar.
What an obvious opportunity missed by Cedar Stars on that play.
The rebound just seemed to be sitting there but did not find the net. But what a move, what a save by Joella Chase to keep this game scoreless in terms of the Cedar Stars end of it. Still 3-0 as we're in the 61st minute. As they come forward here. Cedar Stars in the attack again. A long shot from long range, scores! Or was it behind the net? No, it is in. Leah Tarzi with a long range effort catches Joella Chase off her angle, and it's 3-1 just like that.
Man.
As we take a look at the replay here, Sebastian, this is coming out absolutely nowhere from Tarzi.
Just exploding out of there. That long shot right into the net. Just a marvelous kind of goal you can only see in your lifetime.
And that one had to be from 25, 30 yards. That was a long range effort from the Bucknell player going into her junior year. Did not score last season as a sophomore, but that must be a wake-up call for Morris Elite. Oh, yeah. This game's not done yet. There's a big collision behind the ball. They play advantage. Dudziak trying to win that battle down the wing. Dudziak sends in a cross, takes a deflection, stays with Orozco, plays out of trouble and keeps possession.
Look, if Tarzi can make a shot 25, 30 yards away, who knows what she can do in action at Bucknell.
Absolutely. As that one bounces around, Orozco kind of whiffed on that one, bouncing around off the turf. Cedar Stars gets it back, and here they come again. That lime green machine streams forward once again. They didn't get any response in the first half. They're trying to get it all back here in the second, but that pass a little bit too far ahead, and ushering that out is Redden for a goal kick. After Coach Savino couldn't have asked for a better start to this second half, but these last 10 minutes or so, that triple sub certainly changes your personnel, your defensive setup, how you want to play, and who you want to play on who. And we're seeing Cedar Stars grow into this game a little bit. I'm sure she's looking at defensive adjustments. Root, that one's another turnover.
There you go.
Tarzi with another shot, low one this time, didn't get all of it, and Chase collapses on that one. Tarzi, the Medford, New Jersey native, with the first goal in Cedar Stars W League history. And you're not going to have many more goals that are better than that for the rest of the season for a club, let alone the first one in team history.
You can say that again.
As they come forward, that's a long ball at the top looking for Ferrero. Ferrero going back on that one. It's Gallagher to defend. Ferraro to the end line, sends it in. Does it go all the way out? Yes, it does, according to the lineswoman down that side. And it'll be another goal kick. More alarm bells ringing, though, for Morris Elite defensively here in this second half. Again, using those wings like they did in the first. You can see how high that line is now, those forwards for Cedar Stars. They're right at the edge of the 18-yard box if they want to play that way, Morris Elite. Instead, Joella Chase will just send all of her field players forward. And that one is won by Cedar Stars. Coming forward, Dudziak cuts inside, almost takes it away, but keeping it and sends it over to Silva. Silva. Krakauer sends in the cross, calmly headed away by Redden. Battled for there, but taken away by Ferraro. Ferraro lays it inside. The shot deflected. That was a rocket almost from Riley Mullen, but well defended there. As Lauren Bruno gets credited with the assist for Cedar Stars on the Lee Tarzi goal. Here comes Morris Elite again, though. That pass cut off inside, looking for Dudziak. Cedar Stars looks for options. Sends it forward. The header from Tarzi just goes calmly over to Joella Chase. She distributes to the opposite wing. This is Moreno. Marino. You see the high pressure now coming from Cedar Stars, looking for turnovers. Nothing there, though. Nicely done. Trying to leave it forward. Dudziak a little bit behind her, and a good defensive play coming back from Margot Ridgway. Turning on this one is Carabin. Lays it back. Bruno puts the ball forward to Krakauer. Out to the wing, and now there's the pace. Here comes the pace of Riley Mullen. Gives it across. Tarzi looks for space, looks for room. Nothing there. Lays it back. This is Carabin. Lays it inside. Krakauer. Krakauer goes wide. Carabin sends in the cross. Back post. Right in the middle of the 18, but no one's there. And Mars Elite will control it through Orozco. Orozco using that physical play. Fends off Ridgway. Nicely done. Playing advantage, Orozco. This is Dudziak. Back to Orozco. Lays it forward. This is Manning. Goes out to the wing, Barino. Looking to feed it back to Manning, a little bit too far ahead of her. And this one will just be ushered out for a goal kick. 67th minute, 3-1, Morris lead over Cedar Stars. Here at Frederick Douglass Field here at Rutgers Newark University. David Hassingen and Sebastian Bruno here with you. Bravo, excuse me. We have a Bravo and a Bruno on the same field. This is a little bit too easy. They battle for it here. Cedar Stars trying to get back into the attack.
We'll say bravo when we get another goal. How about that?
There you go. You use the name whenever you possibly can, sir. That's called branding. Here comes Cedar Stars the other way.
Personal branding at its best.
Your name is a whole lot easier than mine. Bravo, much easier to say than Hassegen. Here comes Cedar Stars. Looking for the pass inside. Krakauer lays it across. Better passing now from Cedar Stars, and Morsley pretty much playing 10 behind the ball, trying to hold off this offensive push. Trying to get there is Orozco. She does get there first. Orozco trying to beat Ridgway. Orozco 1-on-2. Good defensive backtrack from Ridgway, who does a fantastic job and draws the foul from Orozco. Nice defensive play there from Ridgway.
And what an opportunity taken by Orozco on that lone play, but eventually taken over by those two defenders.
Looks like another substitution coming here for Cedar Stars, as Mackenzie Cangro will enter the match in the back line. She replaces Lauren Carabin.
Mackenzie Cangro, the junior from Montclair State, the Old Bridge native.
Cangro looks like she's going to be feeding in on that almost as a wing back or a center back there, replacing there. That's been Lauren Bruno's spot for most of this match, but she is filling in there.
And Cangro is actually training to be a teacher. You could kind of wrap your mind around that. She's majoring in elementary education, concentrating in special ed, looking to be both a star on the field and in the classroom.
In more ways than one, Montclair State known for their education majors, that's for sure. That goes back a long, long time, by the way.
Yep.
As here comes Tarzi on the ball, the goal scorer for Cedar Stars. Lays it inside. This is the 15 of Bruno, who's taking up more of a spot in the center of the attack now. So again, Cangro more playing as that other center back next to Ridgway, with Bruno now playing more as a defensive mid, trying to distribute as that cross is easily claimed by Joella Chase. A lot of players shifting positions here as we're in the 70th minute. 20 to go here. Game 3 of Morris Elite's W League campaign, the inaugural campaign for this league. Constantly expanding. A new team just announced, in fact, the other day, the Oakland Soul out in California, the next of the expansion teams for next year for the W League, as they expand more out to the West Coast.
Maybe they needed some soul out in the West Coast.
Well, there's plenty of soul in Oakland, I can tell you that for sure.
Very much so.
And again, you're seeing the game continuing to advance. Oakland, of course, with a team in the USL Championship. That's a great ball forward. Trying to get there is Wrigley, but getting there first is Hunsinger. Just in time. Another great ball, as you can see there, though. The problem playing with those two defenders in the back for for Cedar Stars, well, you just saw it. That overlapping, that attacking run almost led to a fourth goal.
Cedar Stars has to be looking out for themselves right now. They are in a very, very careful position. They need to up their defense, or else Morris Elite will just make this their game.
The throw in is bounced around there off the turf, and we'll say with Morris Elite, I should say. Again, learning this turf too is so critical. So many of these players playing on their own turf fields, some of them still on grass, especially down in the southern part of the ACC, southern part of the East Coast. And you play your first game at Drew, then you come here. You're going to be back at Drew again on Saturday.
Right.
It's almost relearning the surface as much as anything else. And you're seeing that with these bounces that the forwards and defenders are having to deal with, as this one's a good ball forward looking for Ferraro. But everybody kind of collapsing on that. Good job by Ferraro. She continues to press. Almost a foul. The referee will go back to that if he needs to. But Morris Elite continues with it. Long ball over the top. Eventually won by Cedar Stars. It ends up with Lauren Bruno. Bruno goes wide. Ariana Silva didn't quite get enough as she wanted on that, but it ends up with Ferraro. Lays it up front. Riley Mullen. Mullen looking for options, doesn't have any. And it'll be a throw-in for Morris Elite. So an update again on the local soccer action. Extra time being played in New England between NYCFC and the New England Revolution. That game being played starting at 7:30, so that one's a little bit ahead of everybody else. As here comes Ferraro. Now Tarzi. Lays it down the line, cutting down to the end line, but a little bit too heavy of a touch there. And out of play. Meanwhile, from Montclair State, New York Rebels have taken the lead on Charlotte 2-1 on a goal by Dylan Nealis in the second half. His first of the year, his first in the Red Bull uniform. So 2-1 at the moment, New York Red Bulls over Charlotte. So many teams in this area now at all levels. Hard to keep track of all of them on any given day or any given weekend. As here comes Cedar Stars once again, cutting inside. Everybody collapses in. Morris Elite scrambling a bit defensively. And a foul against Cedar Stars and a free kick and a chance to relieve the pressure. As the teams get ready to go here on the free kick. Only the one sub so far used by Morris Elite in this game, Bridget Dudziak. We're interesting to see when Coach Savino decides to deploy the rest of her subs.
Even though Coach Savino has only made one substitution is enough to make a giant impact for herself. Dudziak going in with those very good offensive plays early in the second half.
Certainly has, and almost is playing almost as a pure winger rather than an outside back, which is who she came on for, Maria Garcia.
And look, every player has to go into their adaptability standpoint. If you can adapt to different positions, you're very much a very good ball player.
And that one looking for that was Lauren Wrigley, who's got a hat trick tonight. Not there for her. Krakauer takes over for Cedar Stars. Lays it up, Tarzi. One-on-one there with Root. Tarzi cuts inside, left-footed shot, slid as she took it and fell down and didn't get all of it. Looking for a foul maybe was Tarzi as well as the coaching staff. The referee very quick to wave that one away. Arms fully outstretched saying no. Didn't quite go fully Mike Dean there on that call, but there's only one Mike Dean and he just retired. So there's only one. And there will only ever be one. Here's Dudziak. Trying to weave her way through, but not quite there. Can grow. Nice play there. Player from Montclair State. Cedar Stars trying to get something going. Still got 15 minutes to try to level this one. So that one just gets out away from Courtney Root and out for a Cedar Stars throw. Root has had a pretty good game. Root and Redden have been very, very solid in that back line, the center back tandem. So that one gets a little bit away from Wrigley. Gets it back, though, Lauren Wrigley. Looking for a pass. Dudziak, nice 1-2 there for Wrigley.
Very good offensive play by Morris Elite. And going into that with Orozco.
That pass nearly finding Dudziak, but intercepted. But collected instead by the number 11 of Elizabeth Gallagher. Gallagher almost playing a little bit further back in this attack now, with Dudziak playing more up front. Again, those tactical changes as the game goes on. Coach Zavino has been successful so far in her tenure as Morris Elite's women's coach here for the W League. That initial win over AC Connecticut, the draw out on Long Island. There's a long ball over the top, looking to get there, but getting there first was Joel Chase. Pops it up in the air. This ends up, though, with Den Bleicher. As a couple of substitutions are being prepared for Morris Elite down below us. Morris Elite just trying to maybe shore up the defense now, up a couple of goals. Cedar Stars, though, I think they have almost spent most of that attack. They came out blazing for about 10 minutes after that triple sub, but nothing really there. As there goes Perez. Lauren Wrigley. Wrigley given space. Wrigley takes a shove, or at least she thought, no foul. And play goes on. Referee letting them go here. Tarzi. Almost a target striker now. Tarzi.
Great pass by Cedar Stars on that play, I might say.
Coming inside now. This is Riley Mullen. Looks inside, but that pass intercepted. As Morris Elite looks to calm things down here.
It's almost as if Morris Elite is dictating the pace of this second half in favor of themselves. Look, they have all the power they want in this second half. It's up to Cedar Stars to match their energy, or will they just let themselves fall?
As you see there, Dudziak pressuring Ridgeway. That ball forward. Nice interception there from Gallagher. Tarzi, though, battling for it, but ends up at the feet of Lauren Wrigley. Wrigley looking for a runner. Tries to chip it through, but nice defending there from Ariana Silva. The Cedar Stars will look to recollect. Goes to the outside. Barino defending. Cedar Stars cuts back to the middle. Looking for a passing lane. Good step up and a nice defensive play by Wrigley. She gets dropped, and that's a foul. And it's going to be a yellow card to Lauren Bruno. Not agreeing with that is the coaching staff for Cedar Stars.
Cedar Stars, the head coach of Cedar Stars is absolutely livid after that call.
Lauren Bruno given the yellow. And a couple more substitutions now for Cedar Stars, it appears. And it looks like Lauren Wrigley a little slow to get up, but looks like she's going to be okay. You can hear a bit of the discussion. We apologize if there was any language in there.
Very, very rough discussion down there, I might add.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, as someone who has been a red hat for NWSL games and been next to the fourth official, that's the referee that gets the most grief because you're in the middle of everything as the substitution cards are being handed in, and that's also part of your duties as the fourth official, is getting all those subs in and ready to go.
Could these subs for both Morris Elite and Cedar Stars mean a change in their strategy? Could Cedar Stars up their offense and make this game somewhat in their favor? Or can Morris Elite hold on to their momentum as we go on into the last 10, 15 minutes of this last half?
Looks like Krakauer coming off along with Ferraro for Cedar Stars, replacing them Aria Hicks and Angela Marino. That is the bench spent for Cedar Stars. It appears it is going to be Gemma Perez coming off for Morris Elite. Natalia Gallo is out there, as well as, I believe, Mackenzie Barrett. So again, Angela Marino into the game for Cedar Stars, along with Aria Hicks. Aria Hicks, the George Mason commit, comes into this contest. And Daniela Barrino also coming off for Morris Elite, as Mackenzie Barrett will come on for her. So again, the substitutions, Ferraro and Krakauer off for Cedar Stars, replaced by Hicks and Marino. And for Morris Elite coming off, Perez and Barrino replaced by Mackenzie Barrett and Natalia Gallo. We're into the 81st minute here. 82nd minute, I should say. 3-1 still. Morris Elite over Cedar Stars. As here comes Cedar Stars, though. A chance in the box. Battled for. Scrambling is Morris Elite again a little bit, but defended away, not clear. Cedar Stars still with a player down for Morris Elite. No call and no stoppage of play. We play on. Cedar Stars not taking any sympathy, sends the ball across. No one there.
Again, many great missed opportunities by Cedar Stars, but as we're going into the last 10 minutes of this second half, Cedar Stars has to be thinking, is there anything they can do to create any opportunities, to maximize anything at all, to equalize this matchup, to have some slimmer of hope left?
It's certainly going to take a minor miracle with 8 minutes, but we've seen stranger things in this sport called soccer. We've seen crazy moments happen. We've seen, the comeback from Manchester City this past weekend to win the Premier League. Yep. We've seen Jack Harrison score the winning goal to keep Leeds in the Prem this past weekend. We've seen 7 goals scored in a match between the Red Bulls and City. We don't know. Anything can happen on a football pitch, so we'll see what happens here.
We saw a huge momentum moving in on Cedar Stars in the first half, and 2 goals scored by Morris Elite by the end. Who knows? We could see maybe that minor miracle as you were referring to, David.
Or an extension to the lead. Here's Lauren Wrigley, who has the hat trick tonight. Gives it to Dudziak. Those two have been dynamic here in this second half. Wrigley taken down, no call. Getting the ball, they said, was Margot Ridgway. And an update from the Open Cup games. NYCFC has taken the lead in extra time against the New England Revolution. Santiago Rodriguez with the goal there for NYCFC as of now. Red Bulls still leading as of this moment against Charlotte, 2-1. And those two teams on the professional men's side could be on a collision course in the quarterfinal if things stands. But as things stand now, it's another 3 points for Morris Elite with a few minutes to go.
And Dudziak with the ball. Dudziak having many accolades in her collegiate career herself.
As that one bounces around, another shot deflected off the foot of Orozco, but claimed by Hunsinger. You were saying about Dudziak?
Dudziak's actually played in 15 games for a season high of 93 minutes. She has had her season high of 3 shots, 2 shots on goal, and 2 assists. Maybe she'll bring what she had at Marist over here to Morris Elite.
Made 4 assists in her sophomore season last year. 15 appearances, as you said, 7 starts as a sophomore. And the native of Andover, New Jersey, went to Lenape Valley High School. It's on this one now is the 14th of Claire Manning. Manning challenged, keeps it though, battles for it. As all those the changes made on the defensive side. This is Gallo. Tries to pass it across, intercepted though, but a good defensive play, stepping up and intercepting there was Gallagher. Lays it across to the number 9 of Denbleicher. Now Dudziak cuts inside. Dudziak, a little bit of a heavy touch there as Ridgway pokes it away. And moving forward to Cedar Stars, they send it ahead for Tarzi. She's the goal scorer. Nice defensive play again, though, from Olivia Redden. She's been a wall back there for Morris Elite at the center back position. Barrett looks like she has taken her place at that outside back position. Income now going to be sophomore at FDU. Linden, New Jersey native out there. That's where they've been playing a lot of those attacks from, is over the top toward that her side on the right-hand side of the Morris Elite defense. So we'll see how she steps up.
And as Morris Elite gains possession yet again, with 5 minutes left to go in this second half, can we see that minor miracle from Cedar Stars to somehow get any goals left in this match?
Right now, it looks like a smothering defensive effort, though, from Morris Elite. As they lay it off inside, battled for, but taken by Gallagher.
Again,
Gallagher, nice move.
Again,
moves inside.
Who knew this Morris Elite team was not in the best? Was not in the best of
Dudziak.
Was not Morris Elite not in the best of offensive shape in the first half, dominating by the end 3-1.
Quite the switch. You mentioned momentum. Well, they've certainly had that. And now going to the defensive subs here.
Let's make sure Morris Elite keeps it that way.
Coming forward is Marino, backtracking, clears it up over the top. Looking to get on this is Silva. She heads it along. Nice header there to Tarzi. Tarzi, one-on-one with Root. Tarzi taken down in the box. No foul, says the official, and a goal kick. And apoplectic is Tarzi and the coaching staff. Looked like a pretty good challenge from behind there. That's right on the line from, I believe that was Root on the challenge, but just barely inside the realms of legality, according to the referee.
I didn't know the referee was a lawyer. Legality.
Well, someone has to contribute to the laws of the game, and I
Very
think he
much
is.
So. I thought the ref was the person to go to for laws of the game, wasn't it?
Somebody and anybody, but referee's had a few decisions questioned, but overall he's had a pretty good match, I would think. He's allowed the players to play.
Yep.
This one's put forward here. Cedar Stars still pushing, though, in the 88th minute, looking for that second goal. But that one gets all the way through, and Joella Chase will just claim that one and pick it up. A couple FDU players, by the way, Mackenzie Barrett as well as Thalia Gallo. Also plays for FDU, actually from my alma mater, Parsippany Hills High School.
Look at that.
Graduating this year. 60 career appearances for FDU, 25 starts. Scored 11 times with 9 assists. But more of a defensive midfielder, holding midfielder role here tonight. The number 25 of Gallo. But here comes Cedar Stars again. Pushing forward with this one. Mullen lays it out wide. This is Silva. Sends it across right at the penalty spot, and a foul against Cedar Stars as the clock ticks down now inside the last 2 minutes.
And as you mentioned Gallo before, from your alma mater, she's actually a accounting major, having an internship at Avis Budget Group. So she's getting all the opportunities, both on the court and in the workplace.
Certainly doing that. I'll have to talk about deals on my next rental car for vacation.
Oh, there you go. Make sure you talk to her for your next rental car.
As the seconds tick down here into the last minute of play, we'll see how much stoppage time we will have down below us here.
I have a feeling this is going to be a quick one for Morris Elite here.
Morris Elite with 2 goals in the first half and then a third one from Lauren Wrigley, a hat trick for her tonight. Leah Tarzi, the goal scorer so far for Cedar Stars with that rocket from about 30 yards. That found the top corner, but beyond that, the opportunities for Cedar Stars have been just a little bit lacking in the final third in terms of quality.
Again, overall, this game was just a definition of change of pace for Morris Elite, looking in a very kind of bad shape in the first half, absolutely coming back with 3 goals, finishing this game.
Oh, it's a corner now, and a dangerous set piece here for Silva on the corner for Cedar Stars. We're inside the last 10 seconds. Everybody forward except for the goalkeeper. The cross comes in, top of the 6. Miles out to the back of the 18. No foul again. More calls for penalties from Cedar Stars, not getting them. Another cross comes in, deflected and collected by Joella Chase.
As we now reach 90 minutes, Let's see what the ref gives us for extra time.
Didn't see the board down below, but couldn't be more than maybe 2 to 3 minutes, I wouldn't think. The 2 goals, quite a few substitutions in this half, but and the referees have their formula. But here comes Riley Mullen with the speed, lays it across, back in, looking for Mullen at the 6, a shot and a goal! And Cedar Stars is within 1 just at the death. It's not over yet. And look who it is, Leah Tarzi once again. On a great ball played in by the number 14 of Angela Marino. And just like that, with stoppage time still to go, from what we heard down below, maybe as much as 3 minutes. And now a substitution, a late sub for Morris Elite.
I cannot say this enough. This small miracle needs to happen. It's now or never for Cedar Stars.
As Kim Brights is going to come on here for Maria Orozco.
Maria Orozco having a game herself tonight.
Brights was the second goal scorer in that opening day win against AC Connecticut, but she's going to have to play a defensive role. Here comes Cedar Stars again, laying it inside. Another ball through, deflected. Nice job that time by Redden as they just clear their lines. Again, no stoppage time clock, no stopwatch up here. The seconds will go on forever for Morris Elite. Trying to rattle that through. Marino lays it back inside. Root there instead, sends it forward. Keeping in though is Silva. Now it's just sent clear. And collecting this is Cangro. Cangro lays it across. Cedar Stars just trying to move it forward as quickly as possible. Kim Brights, that one player ahead of the ball for Morris Elite, trying to cause chaos. Silva whips in another cross, defended away. Brights will get on it. Brights just looking to control, loses possession. Coming back the other way with it now is Bruno. Lays it inside. Another clearance, that time from Morris Elite. Battling for it and getting it is Dudziak. Just trying to waste some time. Wrigley. Under pressure there was Gallagher. She did well. One-on-one battle. Nice job by Root. Sends it forward. Misses on the pass. Looking for Manning. Cedar Stars back with it. Sends it in front. Tarzi has 2. She's looking for her 3rd. Tarzi cuts back on that dangerous left foot. The shot deflected. Stays outside the 18-yard box. Morris Elite just trying to clear, and they get a throw in and some much-needed breath and waste of time. A chaotic stoppage time period here at Rutgers Newark. Referee, though, looking at his watch. That final whistle could go any second. The throw in down the line. Brights. Nice touch. Brights.
Brights, the sophomore from NJCU.
Gets absolutely clattered. No foul. And here comes Cedar Stars. Marino on the outside. Cuts it back to the middle. No one there. And just clearing that out for another throw. And that will do it. Morris Elite pulls out the victory 3-2. A great effort from Cedar Stars. A dominant first half that came up just short. Barely coming short on the comeback. But it's still an undefeated start to the season for Morris Elite. And Stephanie Savino, a hat trick from Lauren Wrigley is enough for the victory. We'll come back to wrap things up here from Rutgers Newark after this quick break here on Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports.
Hey, don't you just love it when Morris Sussex Sports broadcasts your game? Or do you prefer a silent, motion-detecting camera just following the movement on the court? Let's face it, the only real way to watch your favorite team is through Morris Sussex Sports' award-winning service that brings you play-by-play commentary, live instant replays, cool cinematic graphics, real-time scoreboard, fun fan engagement, and much, much more. Plus, all of our broadcasts are free to watch. Grandparents can easily pull it up on their smart TVs, and alumni can watch from all over the world. So, if you want to reserve us, have your games broadcasted the Morris Sussex Sports way, then just reach out to me, George Muha, at george@morrissussexsports.com, or call or text me at 973-713-5944.
Back here at Rutgers Newark, full-time 3-2 Morris Elite over Cedar Stars Rush. It was a thoroughly entertaining game here at Newark. A game that Cedar Stars dominated a majority of the first half, but a hat trick from Lauren Wrigley, 2 in the first, 1 in the second half, gets all 3 points for Morris Elite. A valiant effort from Cedar Stars in their first game of their season. Leah Tarzi with a pair of goals for them, but just coming up short. But a tremendous game from Lauren Wrigley. She is our player of the game. And Sebastian, she showed every bit of her game today. Her passing ability, her runs, her able to get on that header for that first goal. Such a complete player, and she showed every bit of that today.
Very much so. Yep, she set up every play perfectly, seized every opportunity, and just very much earned the title player of the game today.
And again, Leah Tarzi with a tremendous effort. That first goal for Cedar Stars in their W League history, an absolute firecracker from about 30 yards. Got that second one in stoppage time, but that last push just comes up short for Cedar Stars as they will go into their next game against Long Island, their first home game in W League history at FDU. They will take on Long Island in that game. Again, we encourage you to come out and support Morris Elite this upcoming weekend. A doubleheader at Drew University. Again, at Drew University starting at noon against FA Euro. The women's team will take on FA Euro at noon. The men's team will follow that, kicking off at 3 p.m. We will have both of those games here for you on Morris Elite TV and on Morris Sussex Sports. But that will do it from all of us here at Rutgers Newark. For our producer, Paul Arvery, for my color commentator, Sebastian Bravo, I've been David Hassagen. The final score, 3-2 Morris Elite here from Rutgers Newark. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Here to get the opening goal. 32nd minute, cross comes in, going up for it and almost getting there. I believe that was a Roscoe, but on that back post area. Only a one-woman wall as Redden sends it in, looking for the near post, flicked on, header, scores! For a second one before halftime. Nice run being made. Here comes Wrigley. Wrigley one-on-one. Gets around the keeper. Wrigley scores! So yeah, she will be well equipped for that as this one goes to the outside. This is Gallagher. Liz Gallagher cuts inside to the end line, sends a cross in, and collected nicely, though, by Huntsinger. Cuts inside. Gallagher. Plenty of space now. Has a player to her right. She gives it to her. This is Manning. Manning coming inside. Manning scores! First corner of the game, I believe, for Morris Elite. Sent to the top of the box. The shot tipped over the bar. What a save by Huntsinger. No, they're going to say it hit crossbar.
Ironically, I think where I'm from, Kearney, New Jersey, is actually called Soccer Town.
Ah, the native of Kearney to my left. Okay. This one is a shot, long shot. What a save! The rebound is cleared away. What a... Come forward here. Cedar Stars in the attack again. A long shot from long range, scores! Or was it behind the net? No, it is in. With the speed, lays it across, back in, looking for Mullen. At the 6, a shot and a goal! And Cedar Stars is within one, just